Hello people of YouTube and welcome to my channel. Today is going to be something completely different. Haven't done something like this before, so bear with me. It's my first time setting all of this up, trying to get the screen recording of the Zwift indoor training software and getting this camera to work and the sound, and yeah, just trying to get everything to work. So just bear with me if everything looks a bit off, if the picture looks a bit funny or the sound doesn't come out as I expect it to. Yeah, hopefully in the future I'll get it all fixed. So today during my lunch break, I thought I'm just going to do a short ride on a flat course on Zwift. One of the courses that I like to do is, well, I don't even know how to pronounce it. You can see it on the screen there, Tempus Fugit, Fugitive, whatever. It's a short 20k course, very little elevation. You can see 32 meters of elevation. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. A nice quick ride while on my lunch break, and yeah, let's get into it. Just waiting for that to load. And the one other thing I need to check is there's a companion app that goes with Zwift that allows you to check your progress on the ride. On your phone, if you don't want to look at the screen, and give people like ride-ons and do other kind of functionality. But for some reason at the moment I can't get this phone to work with Zwift. I've got the app open but it's not showing me anything, so this is basically going to be useless today. So I'll just do everything off the screen. So as you can see, we've started here. There's a lead in, so that light blue bar, you've got the orange bar, and then you've got the blue bar below. You can see it says 19.4 kilometers to go. And yeah, so this is the warm-up period. So let's get in a nice gear. Not going to be doing anything crazy today, not pushing for any kind of average speed or any kind of target power. Today is just about keeping the legs going and just getting some extra exercise in during the week, so it's not just doing rides on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, doing long rides. Just get some nice short rides in the week. Try to keep it consistent. The top left, you can see at the moment hovering around 150 watts. I'll just keep it like that. Oh, it's a massive peloton passing by. So they're following that yellow icon, looks like a little timer. It's a pace icon, so depending on what your fitness level is and how many watts per kilo you can push, you can follow that yellow beam of light, and that sort of keeps at the constant pace. And yeah, you just need to stay with that group. And there's a whole lot of other things that go with that. So if you stay along with them, you get some extra points in the game. And yeah, but I mostly just do solo workouts. Last year I tried one or two of the races. I don't know, maybe this year I will try to get a little bit more into some of the official events that they host here on Zwift, but we'll see how it goes. I normally only enable my subscription for the winter months, when riding outside gets a bit less and less, rain and adverse weather, and I tend to do more of the Zwift during winter time. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to do a bit more now during the week, throughout the year, just to top up some of my midweek rides that I do before work as well. If you're new to Zwift, on the top right of the screen you can see there's it's like a 3D map. A little orange arrow is me pointing in the direction that I'm traveling. You've got the -1%, so that indicates the current gradient that I'm riding. It's gone to 0 now. Then, as I said before, on the top left you've got the current power, my cadence, heart rate, and they will give in the center of the screen now my time compared to who currently holds the top spot for this short sprint. Yeah, but like I said, not interested in chasing any targets today. It's just keeping the legs spinning. And I think currently my FTP is around 190 watts, so I don't really want to get too close to that zone. Keep it nice and easy. So in the center of the screen, just above that lower grey bar, you can see 17 k's to go, and it's nice to do something like this, a short course, because it's something that you can get done definitely within an hour. That includes the warm-up and your cool down period, and yeah, suppose you can be more adventurous if I get up early enough, do a slightly longer route, or do a route that includes more climbs. I did that early in the week. I did the 2 laps around the volcano here on Zwift, so that got me about 300 meters of elevation, and it will come in handy for trying to get my targets this year. So my elevation target for this year is 60,000 meters, and my distance target is 7,500 kilometers. Not really too concerned about the distance goal, but definitely trying to work more on the elevation. So last year finished off with 56,000 meters of elevation. I didn't want to go too crazy and make it like 70,000. Target 60, probably end up a little bit over, and I'll be happy with that. So on the left hand side you've got sort of leaderboards that will come and go depending on the segment of the ride that you're currently doing, and it will give you your best performance over the last 90 days. But I obviously haven't done this in quite a while, so not really going to see any of my old stats popping up there to see whether I'm doing better or worse than the last time that I did this route. So let's see if I can get this app to work. App is definitely not interested in me riding today. Hopefully from a sound perspective, you'll be able to hear me, number one, because I've got the sound of the smart trainer going, and I also got a massive fan just to the bottom right of me, just to keep me cool. The windows open quite wide as well. It's quite windy outside, so yeah, I just hope that you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. Otherwise you're going to end up with me having to do a voiceover after the video is done. Okay, this little section picks up just a little bit. You can see on the top right there it's 1%. I think it goes up to a little bit, 3% for a short while. Now I'm keeping it in the same gear. See the power's gone a little bit up just to compensate for the elevation increase. Okay, now that's leveled off. You can see the power is going down, and we're on a slight descent now, minus 2%. And the power's down to about 150 watts. Okay, just on the 6 kilometers now, completed. And just under 14 kilometers to go. So the reason I don't want to go too crazy on this with trying to do any sort of intervals or too many PRs or power targets is that I'm just on my lunch break at work, and like I said, just wanted to squash in or squeeze in this ride during my lunch break. So I still have to get back to work after this, so I don't want to kill myself on this ride and then still have to work a couple of hours after this. So yeah, it's keeping it chill. What I always find quite fascinating is on the right hand side you see a list of all the active riders that are close to me, so a couple of those that are ahead and a few of those that are behind me on the road. You'll see the time difference. The minus ones near the top are, so minus 15 means that they are 15-16 seconds ahead of me, and near the bottom that says plus 7, that means they're 7 seconds behind me. See the nationalities, and total people online at the moment is 6,600 people, so it's quite cool to think that across the planet right now 6,600 people are riding their bikes. Well, riding the bikes on Zwift at the moment. It's obviously not more than that. Okay, just come up to 8 kilometers completed. So they close the gap that's showing the top center of the screen. Is if there's somebody ahead of you that you have the potential of getting into their draft. So it will tell you how close you are to them. You can, if you want to, speed up, close the gap, and then just stay on their wheel. On the right hand side also you can see where my name is. It's highlighted in blue. It also shows you what your current watts per kilo is. At the moment is 1.8, and that's measured through the smart trainer based on my weight, which I have to manually enter into the software, and obviously the amount of watts that the smart train itself knows that I'm currently doing. As we come into the section of the buildings, I know a little bit of a rise. You can see, keep the same cadence on the incline, the power goes up, and then as it levels out again, and we're on the decline, also we're going down on the other side, you can see the power drops off again, as I don't have to put as much effort in to maintain the same speed. Speaking of speed, in the center informational thing there on the top left, you can see currently on 34 kilometers per hour. 9.6 k is completed with 10 kilometers remaining. And on that blue progress bar, you can see I'm halfway done. And this is the turnaround point going around this loop, and the game automatically will put me back onto the same road, but just heading back now in the opposite direction. Okay, so just coming out of that loop now, and now we are heading back to where I started the ride. You can see on the left hand side you got that Fuego flats reverse, total distance 7.1 kilometers, and Esubado, the time of 9 minutes 51 seconds looks like it. I'm about to cross the start of the segment. Top center, you can see my count up has begun there. 7, 8, 9 seconds. So it will keep track of my time for this particular segment now. And again, on the left hand side, you can see the leaderboard. Top 15 guys there. The top 15 people. Definitely feeling the heat in the room now. Again, in the top center of the screen, you see I've only done 20 meters of elevation. Like I said at the start, this is a very flat ride, and it's nice just to do this just if you're looking to do a short ride with just to keep the legs going, to do a warm up or something. Coming up on 25 minutes elapsed time since I started the ride. You can see the little blue thumbs up. It's going to go into my back jersey pocket. Those are ride-ons from other riders who are around me, and that's what you need the app on the phone for, the Zwift companion app. But for some reason the phone is not picking up that I'm actually active on Zwift at the moment, so I can't give anybody else ride-ons, and I can't do any of the functions that you can normally do in terms of using the power-ups and turning around or choosing a particular route if you want to sort of divert from the current route that you are on. So I just have to stick with what's happening in the game on the desktop at the moment.
Right on.
14 kilometers completed, just under 6 kilometers to go. See, elevation has gone up to 2% now, top right of the screen. You can see the power that I need to put out to maintain that same speed is obviously a lot higher. So same gear, haven't changed upper gear, just keep it there, push a little bit harder, and we're on the descent again. So my ETA for this segment is 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes. And the top time for the day at the moment is 9 minutes 37. You can see the meters to the finish of the segment counting down. The middle section, the grey. 120 meters to go. That's my time for that segment. 3 minutes off the fastest time. .6 kilometers to go to finish the full course. And then when you get past that that start finish point, it doesn't just end there. If you continue pedaling, it will just start you on another lap, and you'll do the same route over and over for as long as you keep pedaling. Or you can stop and then choose a different route to do, and then continue on a different route. But yeah, due to time constraints, when it's done, I'm just going to get it up to a nice round number of 20 kilometers, and then just do a little bit of a cool down when I get to that point. 1 kilometer to go. Just gone on 30 meters of elevation. I mean, that over 20 k's is like nothing. So in the center you can see now, because I passed this particular segment at the start of the ride, it's telling me that I did 55 seconds on my last attempt on this segment. My ETA at the moment is to complete it in 50 seconds. And you can see the meters counting down on the left hand side there as well. Now I'll switch to a lighter gear. Just on 20 kilometers. And I'll just do a cool down till I get to 21 kilometers. You can see on the power on the top left, now under 100 watts, as I'm now in my cool down phase. The other thing that the app also allows you to do is to take snapshots at specific points that you want to. And those are the ones that would show then on Strava if you've connected your Zwift profile to Strava. If you haven't chosen your own photos, the software itself takes random photos at, like I say, random points throughout the ride that you've done. And you can choose which ones, if any, that you want to upload. But yeah, I really need to get the app working so I can have a slightly better experience when I'm riding here. Another pace partner group heading in the opposite direction. And that's the 21 k's. Just under 40 minutes of riding, which gives me just enough time to get off the bike, cool down, pack everything away, and get set up for work again. Obviously to the bathroom to freshen up as well. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's my first attempt at putting something like this together, and definitely will improve this as time goes on. You can let me know in the comments below if this is something you'd like to see more of. Would you like for me to take you through the setup of how everything works and plugs in, and the software and the bike and smart trainer? If you'd like to see a video about that, just let me know in the comments below. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.